there, it's Mitzi. Welcome to my channel. So I wanted to hop on here real quick and talk to you about the books that I'm going to read for the More Montgomery Challenge, as well as remind you about that challenge that we are celebrating all things Montgomery during the month of November. Now this is a readathon that takes place during the whole month of November, and it is a celebration of the works of Lucy Maud Montgomery, and I'm real excited about it, and I really enjoyed doing this before, so I'm excited that we're going to continue doing this, hopefully every year. We'll see. But this is hosted by Elizabeth over at Lizzie Faye Loves Books, myself, and then Sonia is also joining us this year as a co-host as well. Sonia with an I, and I will link to Sonia as well as Elizabeth down below. And I'll also leave the prompts down below so you can see that information as well. Before I forget though, I also wanted to remind you that we are having a live stream to celebrate this event as well on November 30th. That is Lucy Maud Montgomery's birthday. So we will celebrate her birthday together on Elizabeth's channel. And so I will leave all of this in the description box. But on Elizabeth's channel, November 30th at 6:30 Eastern Time. So 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, we will have a live stream celebrating, having a little birthday party for Lucy Maud Montgomery. And so we'll get together at 6:30 on Eastern Time, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and we will talk about what we read. I think we're planning on some trivia. And then we're also going to give away a few things. So you want to hop on there, and if you participate, we want to know that so that you can be put into the drawing for some different things that we're giving away. I actually picked up this book to give away. I know I gave one away last year, but this is a different edition. And this is a beautiful copy that I found just a couple of days ago. And it is an Anne of Green Gables, and you know, we can't have enough of those editions. And it has, oh, look at this too. It has these beautiful, I don't know if you can see that or not. Can you see that? It has these beautiful sprayed edges, and then it has some beautiful illustrations in it too. Let me see if I can find an illustration. I love the simplicity of those illustrations. So anyway, you can be entered into the drawing for this if you participate, and we will be drawing for this at the live stream on November 30th. So this is one thing. Now I know that Elizabeth and Sonia have talked about some things they want to give away too, so we'll have more prizes than just that. But that was one I had picked up to share in the drawing as well. So that is one of the prizes, but we'll have other things too. But I wanted to go ahead and say that before I talked any more about the prompts and what I'm reading. Okay, so for the More Montgomery Challenge, we have 4 prompts and a group read. The group read this year is A Tangled Web, and this is a reread for me, and I really enjoyed it the first time I read it, so I am happy to reread this one. I really enjoyed the characters in this one. There are a lot of characters. I will say about this one, at the beginning, you have to be patient because the first couple of chapters is really an introduction of, you're kind of in a room and she's kind of introducing everyone in the room and how they're connected. So just kind of be slow with that part, and so that you can learn this cast of characters, and then you'll be fine and you can go from there. It was super interesting with, you know, all those quirky characters that Montgomery is known for. So I think that if you enjoy her writing style, you'll really enjoy this one if you haven't read it. But this is our group read, and so I'm definitely going to be rereading that one this year because I'm sure we'll be discussing this in our live stream on November 30th. So our prompts are Kindred Sprits, Anne with an E, Puff Sleeves, and Cordelia. So I'm going to go through what I'm going to be reading for each one of these prompts. Now, for the first one, Kindred Sprits, we can either buddy read a book or the group read will count. So I'm counting this one because I'm going to take this one super slow throughout the month and really go through it so that I can discuss it along the way and take some extra notes so that we can really have a great discussion about this. So this is my pick for the Kindred Spirits prompt, a buddy read or a group read. Okay, and with an E, read an and book or an and related book. And I went to the library. I've done this before for the More Montgomery Challenge. And so I think I'm going to do this every year. And I'm going to just check out books that are and related. And I found this cute little book. It's one of those, what is the story of? Who is this person? That kind of book. It's like a nonfiction about, a lot of times they'll do nonfiction about like who was Albert Einstein or something like that. Well, this one is what is the story of Anne of Green Gables. And I thought that was a cute little cover on that. It was an interesting take because this is actually a nonfiction about Anne of Green Gables, how it was written, why it's so popular, that kind of thing. And it's a middle grade book. So I thought that would be a fun one to add to fulfill the prompt, read an and book or an and related book. And so then I also picked up this because these little books here, these are picture books that all of them are in my library. So you might can find these in your library too. They're written, well, adapted by, because it's actually the Anne of Green Gables story. Adapted by Kallie George, and the pictures are by Abigail Halpin, I think. I'll leave the name of this and the illustrator and everything in the description box, so if you're wanting to check this out. But your library may have it, because my library has every one of these picture books, and what they are, each chapter of Anne of Green Gables has been put into a picture book, and I just love these. And so this is one that I hadn't read yet. This one's called Anne Dares, so I know which I can already tell you which chapter that's going to be because I've read it so many Anne of Green Gables so many times. But anyway, I love these little picture books. So see if your library has any of these, or see if your library has any picture books based on any of the Anne related books, and let me know in the comments if you've read any, or if you find any, let me know that too. So anyway, that's one that will be for that prompt. And you know, these aren't long, so it won't take me too long to read that. And then for puff sleeves, read a Montgomery book that has a beautiful dress with sleeves on the cover. For this one, I picked At the Altar. This is Matrimonial Tales. These are short stories by Lucy Maud Montgomery, and I've been collecting these gradually, and I haven't read these yet. So, of course, she has on her beautiful dress with sleeves. And as long as there's puff sleeves on the cover, or just sleeves on a beautiful dress, you're covered. And most of the covers that I have of the books written by Lucy Maud Montgomery, they all have those puff sleeves or some kind of beautiful sleeves on those dresses. So that's going to count for puff sleeves. Let me know if you've read any of these short stories. And then the last prompt is Cordelia. It says, Anne wants to be called Cordelia because she thinks it sounds elegant. Read a book by another name, which means any book by Lucy Maud Montgomery that isn't Anne related. And for this one, I picked Emily's Quest, because this is the last in the Emily trilogy, and I haven't read this one yet. I've read the first two, but I haven't read this one. So this will be my pick for Cordelia. So I have a nice stack here of books. I also picked up this book, which this could go for Anne with an E. This is Anne of Green Gables, but it's a young reader's classic. So it's an abridged, and it's really abridged, edition of Anne of Green Gables. Oh, I love the little, look at there, the little house on the back. But this one has pictures, and you know, the font is large, so it's almost like a picture book of the story of Anne of Green Gables. So I thought that would be fun to try too, and just see how it is, because I'm trying to just make a huge bibliography basically of all the Lucy Maud Montgomery books and anything related to that. So this will be one that I haven't read yet, so I'm going to try that one too. So those are the books that I'm thinking about reading for the More Montgomery Challenge. Let me know if you're participating. If you just read one book that is related somehow to Lucy Maud Montgomery, you have participated. So let me know if you're going to participate, and don't forget, mark your calendar for the live stream on November 30th, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and it'll be on Elizabeth's channel. I'll leave a link to her channel below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.